Welcome to Mocs News. We thought fall was supposed to be here by now, but as always with the weather, reality can also be disappointing here in the Tennessee Valley.
At least it gives the students the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors for several more days, which is exactly what happened this week. Stay tuned for what's been going on outside. I'm Caleb Figures.
And I'm Ryan Brooks. Your news starts now. Now, last Monday, the Supreme Court seemed ready to rule the use of race in college admissions unlawful. The 6 conservative justices expressed doubts on affirmative action and the admittance of students based on race in the case of Harvard and the University of North Carolina. Now, the remaining 3 justices defended their stance on keeping the president in place.
Affirmative action is designed to remove unlawful discrimination among applicants entering a workplace or educational program. This removal will likely decrease Black and Latino entry in public and private institutions. A decision is expected to be released in June next year.
Hatchet was a business event held this week on campus for students who had unique ideas to pitch. This event put their innovation and entrepreneurship skills to the test.
Hatchet was a unique event held this week on campus that gave students the opportunity to showcase their great ideas and pitch them live in front of an audience in competition for $1,500. For all other competitors that participated, they also received $50 in scrappy cash. Each group was given 2 minutes to pitch, so think of this as an episode of Shark Tank, but with our very own UTC Mocs. All great businesses start with just an idea, so maybe you'd have one you'd like to pitch. This has been Ryan Brooks reporting for Mocs News.
Hey Mocs, the first day of fall occurred late September this year, but it sure doesn't feel like it.
So let's throw it to our Frankie Bolignani to see if we have some cold weather coming. Frankie.
Folks, we're seeing rain and plummeting temperatures this week. This weekend, we'll see a 60% chance of rain on Saturday, and it could fall to a potential low of 34 degrees. Be sure to bundle up. We'll have a brief respite on Sunday with mostly sunny conditions, but temperatures will stay cold, possibly below freezing at 29 degrees. The rest of the week will be partly cloudy with cool temperatures, except for one more rainy day on Tuesday. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
Soccer has ended, but baseball continues in the World Series.
And we're happy to have our sports analyst, Chris Figures, who has the latest on this week's developments. And also, our Mocs started basketball on a good note this year.
And we're so excited for what's to come this season. Chris. UTC Volleyball continued their winning streak in their hometown. Here is our Marlon Carter with the latest on volleyball.
Last Friday, UTC defeated UNC Greensboro 3-0 at the McCollum Gym. UTC performed flawlessly until their very last match. The game marks the 14th consecutive win for the year's season. Team member Kanaya Davis speaks about how this year's season is the best so far.
This season's been one of the best we've had so far. I think that we're going to end really well.
Fellow team member Chloe Bryan talked about the factors that could lead the team to SoCon victory.
I do. I think we have a great team this year, and I think that with our new coaching staff and you guys, we have a great chance to win.
The final home game was lost against East Tennessee State University. They still have a strong chance at the out-of-state SoCon Conference Tournament.
Major League Baseball season has ended, and the Houston Astros are your 2022 World Series champions. The Astros defeated the Phillies in Game 6 of the World Series. This is the second title for the Astros in 6 seasons, and this marks the first title for Dusty Baker as a manager. Your Mocs defeated the Citadel 31-21 last weekend. Quarterback Preston Hutchinson finished the game with 202 passing yards and 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Mocs running back Elon Ford finished the game with 130 yards and 2 touchdowns and 67 receiving yards. The Mocs are now 7-2 on the season and 5-1 in conference play. They will face Sanford on Saturday at home. Kickoff is slated for 1:30 p.m. and you can catch the game on ESPN+. Speaking of college football, the 2022 college football regular season is almost coming to a close. We have entered week 10 of the college football season, and we have some pretty amazing college football matchups. This week, number 22, UCF at Tulane, number 25, Washington at number 6, Oregon, number 4, TCU at number 18, Texas, number 9, Alabama at number 11, Ole Miss, and number 1, Georgia at Mississippi State. That's it for sports. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
Strike drum, it's time for yet another UTC theater production, and this time they're taking us back in time with Romeo and Juliet. This Shakespearean classic has a perfect mix of love, tragedy, and humor. The play may be hard to understand at times, but this production is guaranteed to make you like Shakespeare again. The student performers are loving their chance to work with accredited guest director Herb Parker.
Romeo and Juliet can be seen November the 15th through the 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the Fine Arts Center, with an extra matinee performance at 2 p.m. on the 19th. Tickets can be bought online or at the box office. Well, that's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Facebook page.
You can also catch us on Twitter and YouTube. Have a good weekend.